I guess, yeah, as a father of a son who's half Australian and Japanese, and he's now, oh, he's almost 20 now. He was also born in Japan and spent his first 3 years there. And a
Mm.
part of me hopes he returns to explore the culture more deeply and maybe connect back to, yeah, some memories that might come to the surface when he goes back. So, yeah, I hope he
Yeah,
explores that.
that was something that I studied like formally and academically as a research topic. And I found that for some people, it's not that important. It becomes something that is somehow not a priority in their life, and the other things assume more importance. But for others, it becomes a very important part of finding some kind of sense of wholeness and meaning in their life. And for me, I think I was an extreme in the sense of feeling that it was almost like a calling for me to return to Japan, and it became I saw it almost in this sense of ikigai or a purpose for my life. And
No.
so it really was transformative for me in that sense. And I found that, I looked for other people to talk to and to interview about it. And there I gathered many stories about by other people who, for them, it was also a part of their journey of becoming more whole
Mm.
by embracing or learning more about that other part of themselves that was difficult to learn about in the environment in which they had been raised.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, the world's a different place, I guess, and Australia's very multicultural. So I don't think my son's had any issues with his mixed race or whatever we could call it. But I do hope he returns and explores and finds a part of himself that sort of doesn't exist here. And I hope yeah, it does reconnect with Japanese culture. So I might not going to push him, but I'll certainly encourage it. Yeah.
I know, and
uh,
it could even be. I guess I have two thoughts about that. One is that I never told my parents about things that were happening that were difficult because I thought, especially or I never told my mother because I thought it would be a burden to her to because it was all about her. The reason they were
uh,
calling me a Jap was because my mother was Japanese, and so I never told my parents. So I think that's always a possibility. But the other is that it has changed. The world has changed so much in the sense that Japan is viewed by so many people now as a very favorable, in a
mm.
very favorable way. And the whole, when my kids came to the US, they had Pokemon cards, and the other kids in the neighborhood gathered, and my kids would give them away. And now I work more at the higher level of with college students, and many of them, have been exposed to Japanese anime and manga, and they feel like they see a lot of very positive things in Japanese culture and want to go to Japan. And so almost everybody I meet, it seems these days, would love to go to Japan or have been to Japan and love it there and see something of the, or able to see more of the beauty of the culture.